Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here. Today we're going to talk about hacking the Xbox 360 with a relatively new exploit called Xbox 360 Bad Update. And this is older exploit really. It's been around for a little while, but they just managed to make it work much better and much faster. Because honestly, it was slow and 30% success rate. So for a lot of people waiting for a 30% possibility for an hour and a half, or maybe not work at all, well, that's not going to work out for most people. But now all you need is this, a simple USB drive. Put the right files on it, and there's a much better success rate. There's a higher probability that it will work, and if it does work, it's going to work faster. So all we do is boot up our Xbox, stick this USB drive in here, and eventually you should see Rock Band come up. There you go. Rock Band Blitz. This is a trial version of Rock Band Blitz, but the exploit still works on it. How great is that? You don't have to buy an expensive piece of software that's exploitable that you're going to pay $300 on eBay. So this is how it works. It's so simple. Time is the only thing you really have to give up here. Now, the exploit will give you enough control that will allow you to run XBLA games, commercial software, homebrew, you name it. Of course, only play what you own. All right, so here we go. Rock Band Blitz. All you got to do is press the A button to start, and the hack will begin. Now, not every attempt of the exploit is going to work. We're going to see how long it takes this time. Now, you see right here, it's running the exploit. Okay, and it's going to be running it in multiple stages. Now, there's all sorts of great technical data, 1, 2, 3 stages. There's technical data that Modern Vintage Gamer or other people are going to cover. I'm going to just give you sort of the overview of how this works. So if it doesn't work in stage 1, it tries stage 2 and then stage 3. You see these red ring of death scary things down there? That's okay. That's normal. That's normal. Don't panic. Yeah. So you can tell what stage it's on based on where the rings are, or what ones are lit up as red. So what we do is we sit here and wait. Now there's music playing in the background. I got it blanked out because the last thing I need is a copyright hit. But once it's done, it boots up a file off of the USB in like a launcher, right? So they're called XEX files. And in this case, we're going to be running something called Aurora. And Aurora is a cover flow launcher. You're probably familiar with them from other packages like WeCoverflow. There's all sorts of things out there. But again, this could take anywhere from 20 seconds to 20 minutes to an hour, depending on how fortunate you are. Now, the exploit here is still running. If the audio stops, if the music stops, then you know that the hack is failed and there's nothing you can do about it. Otherwise, you sit here and wait. Now, this is the sort of thing I see starting and doing a sandwich. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. It's going to do it. Boom. The shackles are free. We are unchained. We can do what we will. Now, you're going to get this screen that's going to give you your CPU and DVD key just in case. Now, I'm going to have this blurred out so you can't see my keys. But you can also save this to a file right on the USB drive. You probably want to do that. By the way, this is called XE Unshackle, and this is the distro of the bad update that you're going to want to use on this USB drive. It's been much more successful for me than the just trying the bad update by itself and trying to figure it out myself. This is a fully downloadable deal. If you want to see a tutorial, Shane R. Monroe style, where I talk about crazy stuff that could happen and misnomers that you might see, then let me know in the comments down below. And there we go. There it is, the beautiful cover flow. Now, obviously, your stuff's not going to be in here, right? You may have to set some paths. You may have to download some content onto your machine. There's a whole bunch of things you might have to do. Fortunately, I've already got this stuff either on the internal hard drive or the USB drive from my previous purchases. So I have direct access to all of those. And there you go. It's very cool. Now, you see, I have 2 Dante Infernos here. That's because there's a copy on both drives. The copy I purchased and installed on my hard drive, and I have a copy that I downloaded and put on my USB drive because I wanted to see what would happen if you had it in both places. Well, that's what happens. It shows up twice. Easy peasy. Okay, well, look, oh man, you know, it brings back so many memories looking through all this stuff. Let's see if I can find something that's not going to get me copyrighted. There's Poker, Smash. I have 2 copies of that. Let's see. How about a good old arcade game? Yeah, Xbox Live's Time Pilot. I love this. This is great. So there you go. You see it launches. There's no funny business going on. It just launches, and there you go. Digital Eclipse, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, and then you just play. You just play. Now, obviously, I'm simplifying this just a little bit. There are other things that you may have to concern yourself with like unlock codes or keys for XBLA games. See right here, it says it's a trial game. Yeah, so there's a few things you might have to work around. But for the sake of argument, for this demo, for this video, let's just play ourselves a little Time Pilot so you can see that it works. I always loved this version of Time Pilot. They did nothing wrong with it. They made it look good. They made it sound better. They left the gameplay completely intact, and this is exactly how you do a remaster. You don't mess with stuff. But yeah, you see it works fine. Now you're probably saying, how do I get out of this? Do I have to restart the machine and do the exploit every single time? Absolutely not. Press the Xbox button, and you'll see right here at the top, it says Aurora Home. It may say Xbox Home. I've seen it a couple of different ways, a couple of different times, depending on what you're running. But whatever you do, if you go home, it will absolutely take you back and re-execute that exploit and go back into Aurora. So you don't have to rerun that thing. You don't have to gain access every single time, just during the first power-up. So don't power off and you're good. And it looks great, right? How much fun is this? There's one thing I want to show you, content. You need to add paths. Add 2 paths to your hard drive, to your USB drive's content folder, and that way, because otherwise you won't have anything show up even if you copy content on there. And again, a full-blown tutorial would help you out with this. Most tutorials aren't going to tell you about all this stuff. So if you want to see Shane Armonroe's tutorial on this, please leave a comment down below. I will be happy to help you out. And yeah, all right. Well, listen, there's not much else to see here. We could run the exploit 2 or 3 more times, but I did that on a previous run of this video, and honestly, I don't want to do it again. Plus, we're closing in on 8 minutes, and that's the magic time, according to YouTube, that we want to make this video. So we're going to stop it here. I hope you like what we're doing here. If you are, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. I'm Shane Armonroe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.